today I'm going to give you guys some marriage advice on how to get your husbands to take you on more dates and to show you more love. So here we go. Tell you my experience and what I kind of went through a little bit with my husband, just because honestly I don't know how else to explain this better. but I'll start like when I was first married. Like, I tried to change my husband or think he should be something different than he wasn't, and that was the first thing I noticed that really put up a wall between me and my husband, and him just not caring to as much take me on dates and show me as much love because I was trying to change him. Who wants to be around someone that just wants to, I guess, nag and try to change you? So girls kind of struggle with that a lot, trying to change their husband, and we really need to recognize and realize that that's not our job. And our job is to be the best wife, right? And so what has helped me, and I noticed my husband actually changing from his heart and not just me like pushing him and nagging at him, which just sucks to do that, is that I started praying for my husband, and I noticed that has helped him a lot. Like, prayer is super powerful, so I just recommend pray for your husband, and believe that things are going to change, but it does take time. And so when I stopped nagging at him and trying to change him and started to just laugh with him and have fun with him, that's another thing, is that a lot of the times we get so busy and caught up in life that we just talk about, our bills and jobs, and we talk about stressful stuff and all that stuff, and we just need to just laugh. And I started laughing at my husband's jokes even if they weren't funny, but most of the times they're funny. So if he's watching this, most of the time they're funny, but when they're not, I still laugh anyways. But I just started laughing with him more, and I know him, like, I'm not such like a jokey person when it comes to the phone, so I started to do things that I know that he loves, like maybe look up more jokes on my phone, or I'm not saying change who you are, but compromise, do things that you know that your husband loves, and just laugh with him and just have fun with him and treat him like he's your best friend. And you don't necessarily always want to change your best friend, you just want to have fun with your best friend. So when you start thinking like that and start thinking of like having fun with him and not changing him and not nagging at him, he's gonna naturally want to hang out with you more. So when I started doing that, I was like, he's like having more fun with me. This is really cool. And one of the biggest things I noticed that has really changed a lot when I started thinking this way is that my husband, a lot of the times I think that my husband needs to give me all this love and give me all this attention and take me on dates. When I'm so busy thinking about me and what I need and my selfish things, I'm not thinking about him and what he needs. So I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, I got advice from other people too and friends, but I started thinking, how can I start treating my husband the way I want to be treated? I need to be the example, because the only person that can change in our relationship is me. The only person I can change is me, right? So if you want something to change in your marriage, date-wise and all that kind of stuff, or whatever actually, then you need to be the change first. So if you want your husband to be more loving towards you, you need to start being more loving towards your husband, because maybe he's the one that needs love too. So me, I might need attention, I might need to go on a date, but maybe my husband needs a really good dessert, because I know my husband's love language is desserts and massages. So I'm like, okay, I'm feeling unloved, maybe my husband feels unloved, I need to start making him feel loved. And this is huge, guys. This really works. This is awesome. And I've noticed a huge difference. I've kind of recently just been practicing it, but other people have been doing it for a longer time, and it's really helped them a lot. So start just loving your husband. And so I would start doing that. I would feel unloved, and so I would just tell my husband how much I love him and how amazing he is and how proud I am of him, and I'd make him a cheesecake and I'd give him a massage. And honestly, he doesn't have this guard up, to be honest, because a lot of the times when you nag and when you complain or you haven't taken me on dates or when you tell them all these things, they have a guard up because they think that they're not, what's the word? They're not being good enough, I guess you could say. They're not enough, I guess you could say. And my husband has actually told me that before. It's kind of a personal thing, but like he sometimes feels like that because I make him feel like that. And so I'm back, sorry. My bad. So sorry, this is getting kind of longer than I wanted it to be, but to sum that all up, let me sum this all up. Give me a sec. Okay, so to sum that all up on how to get your husband to take you on more dates and to show you more love, first things first, stop trying to change your husband, because the only person you could really change is yourself. And with that, if you want your husband to start showing you your love and to start treating you a certain way, you got to treat your husband that way first. You got to be the example on how you would want your husband to treat you, because we still need to teach our husbands how we want to be treated. And so be that example. Start loving him and start showing how you want to be treated. And guys, have fun with your husband. That's big too. And just laugh with him and treat him like he's your best friend. Joke with him. Learn things that he loves to do and start loving them too. And yeah, so those are the big things. And honestly, they've helped my marriage a lot and just opened my eyes to a lot of things, and praying for my husband and everything. So I hope this really helps you guys, and if you have any experiences with this helping, please comment down below. If you have any questions, let me know and comment down below and I would love to answer them. So thank you so much for listening to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys next time.